What's up, everybody? It's your favorite podcast, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Tim, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm with you guys with the NBA award predictions that I have because I thought it was pretty good. Now, I'm not going to go about the coach of the year and executive of the year. I mean, that goes basically to the best teams. So, take your pick, right? Top three. You might even get in like a Wizards, or the coach from the Wizards, or the Wizards in general, or the Suns. Like, you might get somebody from like that, but that's where you're going, right? Well, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna start today with the most improved player. Now, I have 5 people I got in mind. I had more, but I'm only gonna give 5 for each one, right? Maybe 6 tops. Now, I have John Wall, Victor Oladipo, DeAndre Ayton, Kobe White, and RJ Barrett. All right, my honorable mention for that is Rui Hachimura. Stay tuned, but those are my 5/6, and every one of these players, I think, have the drive this year to showcase that they've learned from the prior year. So, for example, John Wall, he's coming back from injury. Boom, like motivation, and he's looked good too. Victor Oladipo, coming back off injury, came back in the bubble, didn't look the best. I think he's going to want to showcase, hey, I'm back at that all-star position, right? Like, all these players have that motivation to do so. RJ Barrett, not all-star, but still capable sophomore, right? Like, I do expect to see a little bit from him. I'm not expecting a big leap, but most improved, I think he can get to about 18, 19, like 5 assists, 4 to 6 rebounds. That doesn't seem too bad for RJ. I might be a Duke fan, so I might be a little biased, but that's just me. So with that being said, feel free to let me know what you all think about the most improved players, because I'm about to slide right on a bit to the 6th Man of the Year awards. Now, the players I have are as follows: Caris LeVert, Carmelo Anthony, Lou Will, of course, Tyler Hero, and Buddy Hield, with my 6th person being Jordan Clarkson. Now, all of these players that I just listed off, they're bucket getters. Like, they're bucket getters. Easy, like, there's no other way to really describe them, right? Because that's what they're known for. So, Caris LeVert, for example, he's on Brooklyn's team, and he's going to be playing with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Coming off the bench, leading that second unit, that's gonna work wonders for you. And then you get to play with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So when you're in that system, the ball's gonna be moving. It's easy to get shots off for you now. Lovely. I can easily see him getting about 20 a game. Easy. Like, talk to me, ref. Then, coach, my bad. Then Melo, I think Melo should come off the bench and give them that spark that they need, because that actually be helpful for them on that starting team for the Portland Blazers, or for the Trailblazers. They need a good defender, and they have one in Robert Covington. So bring Melo off the bench, and I think he'll give you that spark that you need. Bringing in about 16 to 18 a game, getting in some rebounds, might even get you some assists. Who knows? But I think that'll be great. All of these players, especially, and again, this is if all these players are 6 men. Some of these players can actually be starters, such as Tyler Hero and Buddy Hield. Melo even can as well. Lou Will and Caris LeVert too, but I think they're going to be 6 men. So that's my list. And, let me know what you all think. Now, my rookie of the years, I got LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Precious Achiuwa, Patrick Williams, and James Wiseman. I didn't want to throw in Obi Toppin. I think there's going to be a little log jam unless they trade away Julius Randle and people like that. I think he's not going to be consistent enough to get that Rookie of the Year award. He might be able to off of highlights and whatnot, but that's going to be his claim to fame. I could be wrong. He is a candidate for me. I just didn't put him ahead of these people. But Bol, he actually played last year and qualifies for Rookie of the Year this year, and he's solid. Great, he can be a great defender. He can stretch the floor out. He can dribble the ball. I think with the additional year he had, we might see a Ben Simmons type situation. Or LaMelo Ball. His passing is actually pretty good, and he can rebound the ball as well. And then his scoring has been coming along. So I think those 2 players are my front runners personally. I can see Anthony Edwards winning it, but he's too streaky for me right now. And then James Wiseman, I think they're really going to try to make him into like a 4th, 5th option, which is good on the Warriors, but still, it's going to hurt his rookie of the year chances. So that's the reason why I have my picks there. Now, for my Defensive Player of the Year award, I have AD, Bam Adebayo, Ben Simmons, Giannis, and Rudy Gobert. Shout out to Rudy too, because he just got signed an extension. I'll talk about that another time though. And my honorable mention, I'll throw in Joel Embiid. I think Joel is actually like a really good defender. Just doesn't showcase it enough, but I think with the coaching and leadership that Doc Rivers brings, we might see that showcase finally. But it's Anthony Davis's award to lose, to be honest with you. I know Giannis won it last year. Anthony Davis made a strong case for it last year, and that's going to be like a chip on his shoulder now. Like, okay, I need to win MVP and defensive player of the year. That's probably going to be on his mind now and on his shoulder, like chip on his shoulder. So that's the reason why I have him there. Also, Ben Simmons. Remember, he's 6'10". He's a 6'10" LeBron James essentially. So that means he actually does defend pretty well. So, and he was a leading candidate last year. I'm assuming he's going to be the same way, especially with Doc Rivers as head coach. All right, like that defensive team, the defense from the 76ers should be solid, should be elite. All right, but I have him there. And then, of course, you got Bam Adebayo, who will be on that list as well. And Giannis still will as well, too. Don't get it twisted. It is what it is. So that's my list, though. Let me know what you all think. And we're going to move on into the MVP list because it's gonna intrigue some of you guys. I have Luka, Dame, AD or Bron, Giannis, and D-Book. Now, I had two honorable mentions with Jokic and KD, but I think KD's not going to get it because they're not going to try to go full throttle with him. He's going to want to prove that he's the best, but I think he's still going to want to play within the system. Now, Jokic has the ability. I just think with the addition of Michael Porter and trying to reassemble your team, he might miss out on that opportunity. Look for him next year. But with AD and Bron, I know you all were wondering why do I have AD or Bron. One of them two are going to be the dominant factor, and I think it's going to be AD. He's the younger player. I think Bron tried to showcase that last year. So as a result, that's the reason why I have AD on my MVP list ahead of LeBron James, and that's the reason why I don't have him on, and that's why I don't have Bron on the list. It's no knock. I just think at this point in time in their careers, AD needs to be that one option, as we saw last year. But it could be both. Me personally, I could see Luka winning it all. Because he has the people backing him. His play is going to prove out as well, and I think the Mavericks are still going to be like a top 4 or 5 seed in the West. That's enough to get you an MVP selection. That's enough. So I mean, especially with Kristaps Porzingis coming off injury, context matters a lot. So I know you all have a bunch of statements to make. Go ahead, let me have it. I know you guys don't I know some of you guys disagree with my statements, but hey, let me know what you all think in the comment section. Hope you all have a wonderful one. Take care.